Okay, so this is going to be a little bit different. So I usually do like unboxings on this channel, but I was tagged by my girl, Brittany Chaos, and she did a video of 10 palettes I cannot live without. So I figured, you know what, let me do it. And let me just tell you, Brittany, it took me a minute because I have a lot of palettes, but I think I got it. So if you want to see the 10 palettes that I just cannot live without, then keep on watching. Alright, really quickly, I've been saying this in every video, just in case you're new, I do have the AC on because I film in the attic, and it is hot as bejesus here in Jersey, which I'm sure it's hot everywhere. So I do have like a little window air condition in the attic, and you guys know, the attics, they're like 10-15 degrees hotter, so I have to have it on. So, alright. I think I have 11 here. I kind of cheated, but you'll understand why. So let me see. This is in no particular order. And I'm also going to do a video of 10 palettes I regret purchasing. They're all eyeshadow palettes. So if you're interested in that, make sure you have your notification bell on so when that goes live, you will get notified, hopefully. I do have a second channel. It's called Just Anne's World. So if you want to get to know me more on a personal level, I do walk and talks, car vlogs, vlogs. I just did a travel vlog to AC and meeting a fellow YouTuber slash friend. I will leave it down below. So check that out. The very first palette that I cannot live without is the ABH Modern Renaissance palette. Now this is an older palette. I mean, do you see the way this looks? I am so glad she doesn't make these velvety like carpet packaging because it just gets filthy, you know. They look really pretty when they're brand new. And I did not clean up my palettes just to make this video because I want you to see that I really do use these palettes, okay? I never use the brushes that it comes with. I don't know why, I just never did. But would you look at this? I know. This is what got me into like a little bit of color, like the oranges and reds and the browns. I just love it. And I love ABH's formula. I know some people don't. They think it's too powdery. But to me, it blends really good. And I just really like her formula. And yeah, I probably need to buy another one and throw this out because this is old. But I have a hard time of letting this go. I really like it, you know. I just can't live without it. I really, really like it. When I don't know what I want to wear, and when I don't know what I want to put on, like makeup, and I just tend to like oranges and burgundies and stuff, I do reach for this palette quite often, as you can see. The next palette, which I am surprised that I'm going to say this is from Lunar Beauty. This is the Nude Prism palette. And you can see, so it has a nice mirror. And look at this. This is another palette when I just don't want to put a lot of makeup on or I don't know what to put on, you know. I go with this because you can't go wrong with this neutral palette. And you guys know I like me some color. But I'll go in with this and then on my waterline put on like blue or green or purple to kind of like spruce up the look. Spruce? That's the right word. But I really love, and I love his formula too. I don't think he gets enough credit. I think he has some really good formula. So I love this, especially this shimmer shade right here. Oh, look at that. That's gorgeous. Gorgeous. I almost put that on today. The next one is the oldie but goodie, but I love this palette, and every time I try to do a declutter, I cannot get rid of this palette. So I know this is a palette I cannot live without, really. This is from ColourPop, the Sweet Talk palette. I got this when it first came out. So, I mean, this is like, what, 3-4 years old? Maybe longer. I don't know. But let me just show you what it looks like. This is when they first started putting like super shock shadows in their palettes. But I really like this. First of all, it has some oranges, which I love me some orange colors. And I love that it has a darker shade. I wish it was a little bit darker. But I really like this palette. These peachy, orangey colors. It's gorgeous. Love it. And it's a super shock shadow. I had it long, so long that it's getting kind of dry. It's still nice though. Let's see how it swatches. Oh, still swatches good. But yeah, I don't even know if they make this anymore. But I really, really like this. Alright, and when you see this palette, you're going to understand why I cannot live without this. This is from Sydney Grace, and this is the Tiny Marvels palette. So if you don't know, Mel Thompson collabed with Sydney Grace. She used to be called Puffin's Wife. Let me know if you know her as Puffin's Wife. So long, I've been watching her for years. And she did pass away, so I just can't get rid of this. Plus, it's good formula. I liked it when I got it. So that's what it looks like. I love this right here. Oh, look at that. That is just gorgeous. I mean, look at these. Mel did a good, look at that. Mel did a great job picking the colors for this, and the formula is just great. Every time I use this, I mean, especially this color here. Okay, I gotta stop swatching, but let me just show you. I have to show you a couple. This is a duochrome here, but look at these two. These are my favorite shades in the palette. And again, every time I've used this palette, my looks came out really, really pretty. I can't live without this, and I don't think I would ever get rid of it because of Mel, you know? So, yeah, I love this palette so much. All right, so we have a Morphe palette in here, and let me explain. This is the, what you be? 39S palette. Now, I love purples, okay? I do. Purples, pinks, all that. And when I don't know what palette to use and I know I want to do like a purple look or a pink look, I go with this. Now, do I like all of Morphe's palettes? No, but I really like this one. And you guys can see, like, I use the heck out of these like shimmer shades here because they're just that good. I really, really, let me swatch a couple. They are that good. A lot of times when, I mean, look at that. When I don't know, like, let me start over. A lot of times when I'm wearing like a purple look or a pink look, and a lot of you guys say, what do you have on your eyes? Sometimes I'll go in with a different palette, but I'll go in with these shimmer shades. I mean, they're just absolutely stunning. Or I could tell they're getting dried out. Oh, God, look at that. I had this so long, but this is what happens with Morphe palette. So this might be a palette I can live without. But they're more like toppers. But so let me go in with the regular shimmer shades and see. So let's see how they swatch because, oh yeah. See, that's the thing. Maybe I can live without this palette because with Morphe they have really good, you know, like the color story's great, but after a year or so, I mean, look, they don't perform like they used to. Because I know they say, okay, 12 months, 18 months, but let's be real. For me, a lot of powders, like blushes, bronzers, eyeshadows, I have for a long time and they still perform pretty good. You know what I'm saying? But, ooh, oh, that's so disappointing. But what I typically use these for is when I have a shimmer shade on, I'll use this to go on top to kind of like make it like, why can't I think of the word? Like spruce it up. I don't know the right word. But I don't know. I'm going to have to try this. The next time I do my makeup, I'm going to use this. And if it doesn't perform like it did, I'm going to have to get rid of it. Oh, no. I really like that. Okay. So, we do have one Jeffree Star palette. And this is the Pricked palette. Now, I know a lot of people don't support Jeffree Star, you know, but I think his makeup is really, really good. I love his packaging. And I like orange. Orangey colors and burgundies are probably my favorite that I like to wear. And so you have the mirror, but look at this. I mean, guys, look at that. This is an orange lover's dream. I actually have a little bit on today as my transition shades, but let me just show you. Like, look at this. I mean, come on. This is going in one time. I mean, you can't knock his formula, you know, it's really, really good, but I don't think I can ever get rid of this until it goes bad because I reach for this actually a lot, even if I'm just using it as a transition shade, you know, so I love you. Yes, I do. All right, now, I love me some Nomad Cosmetics. I do have a discount code with them. It's Justin in all caps. However, I've always loved Nomad Cosmetics. And out of all of their palettes that they made, these are probably my two favorite. This is the, I can't pronounce it, Cartagena. I'll leave it down below. I can't pronounce it. This is one of their newer palettes. And look at this. You can see I've used it. Oh, it's just cool. Let me just show you. Look at these three right here. Look at that. Let me do a matte. so pretty. I mean, I don't know why. Let me wipe this off. Nomad Cosmetics doesn't get enough credit that I think that they should. And it's a husband and wife owned business. That's it. It's a very small indie brand, and they do a great, great, great job. And this is a nice summertime palette. I really, really like this. Then with Nomad, this is the Berlin Underground palette. Now, I love this for like fall, winter, but again, I've always said this in videos, I wear these type of colors in the summer as well. Now, let me just show you. This is like my favorite grungy palette. You guys know I got a swatch. I said in the beginning I wasn't going to do a lot of swatches, but I can't help it. I mean, look at the black. The black is so black, and it's just gorgeous. Let me know if you tried Nomad Cosmetics, and if you have, what do you think of the formula? I love them. Love it, love it, love it. We have 3 more. Okay. So this is more of a pigment palette. So this is from Melt Cosmetics, and this is the I think it's the mariposa palettes. Now this puppy was $70. I did not get it when it was $70. They had a sale, I believe, what, $38. I'll leave it down below if it's still on sale. Let me just tell you, this is really, really pretty. So you have a nice mirror, and look at these colors. Like I said, this is more of a pigment palette, so you have to go in with a light hand, but it's definitely buildable, and it's gorgeous. Look at that. Let me go in with the green here. Like, I mean, come on. I did a get ready with me using this palette. I'll leave the video down below, and you can see for yourself. It's just gorgeous. All right, now we have another Morphe palette, but you'll see why. This is with the Jaclyn Hill palette. This was the original before they changed the formula, and I love this palette. This is another one when I don't know what kind of look I want to create, I use this. Love it. I love the formula. If Morphe would have stayed with this formula, they would have did really, really good, you know, and stayed consistent. Now, it didn't come with the mirror, and what I didn't like about this palette is you got this. Once you get makeup on it, it's hard to get off. Like, it really is, you know. And then, like, what? A couple weeks later, they came out with the packaging where it was, like, more shiny, where you can get the makeup off. And a lot of people were upset, including me, you know. It's like, why didn't you come out with that to begin with, you know? But look at this. And you can see I got some love out of this, because I had this when this first came out, and people lost their minds with this palette. It would sell out within minutes. Sell out, sell out, sell out, you know. But it's such a great formula. And like I said, I use these more for like my transition shades, or just when I want a neutral look. I use this and the Lunar Beauty a lot. And it's still kicking really good. A couple of them I almost hit pan on. And let me just show you. I mean, it's still kicking. Like, it's still really, really good. Let's see if yeah. I mean, look at the swatches. The swatches are still good. Now, this purple one, you know, but they're buildable. But look at that. And I had this, what, 4 years now? Maybe longer. I'm not sure when this came out. And it still is really good. Even the shimmer shades are just gorgeous. But yeah, love this palette. I don't think I'll ever get rid of this palette unless it goes bad, it expires, you know what I mean? Now this one I cheated. This is another one I cannot get rid of. This is the Urban Decay. What was this called again? I don't remember, but this is an all shimmer palette. I don't like the packaging. The packaging is bulky. It has the mirror right in the middle, but I love the shimmers. These shimmers are probably the best shimmers Urban Decay ever came out with. And let me show you. Okay, so these are on the color side. I had this for at least 4 years at least. And look how good they still swatch. So you have the color side, and then you have the neutral side. So I'll show you some of the neutral colors. So when I like want to go in with a really good shimmer, I'll reach for this palette. It's still kicking really good. And I think a lot of people didn't really like this palette because of the packaging. I mean, look at that. Look at that. It's so pretty. And it is bulky. I don't know why they came out with this huge, I mean, because you're going to have to hold it unless you place it down and then use it, you know. But then the mirror, I don't know. This is the worst packaging they ever came out with. I always have a problem putting it back in. because it's like, all right, which end? But the formula is really, really good. I wish they would stay with this formula as well in their shimmer shades. They would do really, really well. All right, and that's everything. Let me know down below, what are your favorite, you don't have to list 10, but like even the top 3 or 5. What is your favorite palettes that you just can't live without? They could be oldies, they could be new, whatever. Let me know down below. And yeah, that's everything. Let me know if you still have these palettes. Do you have these palettes? What you think of them? You know your girl is nosy. And let me know, like, what do you like about these type of videos? You know, it's something different, but I get excited. Talk about makeup, especially eyeshadow. I get excited, you know? Alright guys, that's everything. Please like this video. It really does help me out. Like these videos if you like these type of videos. If you want me to do more like get readies with me or makeup reviews, let me know down below. Or dislike it. That helps me out as well. Leave a comment. That helps out with engagement. Let me know like I said, what your favorite videos are. And I've been saying in every video, let me know what the weather is where you're at, because your girl's nosy. Alright. Stay beautiful, stay blessed, stay healthy, and most importantly, always stay you, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys. Oh, really quickly, Brittany, thank you so much for tagging me. I will leave her channel and her video down below. Check it out. Thank you.